This is the second video in a series of 4 videos that show the 7 B-25s that were at Wheelless Airport, Dothan, Alabama, in October of 1968 when I was there. Most of them went on to new and glorious lives. This video begins with N9077Z that became the Yellow Rose, the oldest B-25J currently flying. It also includes another B-25J with N number 9462Z. They were parked next to each other. Please watch my first video of this series for information on how I came to photograph these B-25s and to see N9562Z before it later became Made in the Shade. Wheelless Airport had a 3,500-foot paved northeast-southwest runway, number 7 and 25. This soil conservation photo was taken sometime in 1968, the year I was there. You can see 5 B-25s in front of the trees in the lower left-hand corner, quite a distance from the hangars. Over the years, the B-25s were apparently always parked across the runway to the south side. This is where they were parked when I saw them. This next photo, looking east over runway 7, was labeled 1969 or later. Considering the additional buildings and aircraft, I'd guess it to be later than 1969. You can see 6 B-25s in a lineup on the right and much closer to the original airport buildings. I think N9070Z was always parked elsewhere and will be covered in my 4th video. I turned the 1968 photo vertically and drew a line across the runway so you can see the proximity of the new developments in the years after I was there. I'll flash the 2 photos so you can see the changes. As I approached the lineup of B-25s, the first B-25 at the east end of the lineup of 5 B-25s was N9077Z. A B-25J delivered to the Army on April 26, 1944, one of over 11,000 B-25s built during World War II, but this plane never saw combat. Although delivered over 1 year prior to the end of World War II, it remained stateside and was used mainly for training. In 1949, it was used for ground airframe classes at Sheppard Air Force Base, Texas, and didn't fly for 7 years, resulting in low airframe time. It returned to the military flying status from 1956 until the military released it on December 11, 1959. In February 1960, it became part of the Dothan Aviation Corporation's fleet of B-25s that were converted to agricultural dusting and spraying planes. The heavy planes were used for spraying fire ants, but after the use of DDT was banned, they stopped flying them. Dothan Aviation sold it in 1975. It was sold again in 1977, and then in July of '79 it became part of the Confederate Air Force, renamed the Commemorative Air Force. It became part of the Central Texas Wing at San Marcos and was given the name Yellow Rose with a new registration number N95YR. Today, Yellow Rose has been magnificently restored to its wartime configuration and is part of the Commemorative Air Force's Ghost Squadron collection. It flies to air shows around the USA. Check out the Warbirds webpage link in the description below. The next B-25 is N9462Z that was restored to become the Laiden Maiden. As noted previously with Yellow Rose, check out the Warbirds webpage link in the description below. Unfortunately, because it was tucked between N9077Z, Yellow Rose, and N9463Z, I only got this one photo of it. Notice the plane doesn't have sprayers but has a hopper hanging out the bottom. This plane was delivered to the Army Air Force on January 31, 1945, and went to Italy in February but never saw action. After a number of transfers, it ended up at Wheelless Airport in August of 1960, and it was retired in 1972 and sold in 1975. Depending on which website you go to, there is some conflict regarding N9462Z's history, and I'm only giving an abbreviated version, but it is reported to have gone through 4 owners before it spent 4 years, from 1984 to 88, at the Ada Aircraft Museum in Oklahoma. Also, some websites reported it last flew in 1988, like shown in this Lance Jones photo taken in the late 80s. From what I could find in my research, it went to the Mid-America Air Museum in Liberal, Kansas in 1991. Gustavo Bonita took this photo in April 2016, so it may be still there today. I didn't find any newer information. If anyone has any up-to-date information that indicates any change, please put it in the comments below or email me. I saw and photographed 7 B-25s at the Wheelless Airport. Please look at my 3 other B-25 YouTube videos for photos and history of the other planes. I'll place links to those videos in the description box. Thanks for watching them. Also, please look in the description box below for links to the history plus newer photos of these B-25s that other photographers took. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exclusive videos you'll see no place else that show planes, trains, motorcycles, automobiles, and auto racing, including NASCAR.